All right, the last piece of the puzzle for the 392 complete 7,000 belly skid is the rear exhaust skid, or the Rex. So we're gonna go through what we need to do to install it. When you pre-assemble your rear exhaust skid, pretty much all the hardware goes into that. And you will reuse all of your factory hardware. So this is a body mount bolt. These are 2 nuts there. These are the sway bar mounts. These are probably the only 2 bolts that we provide that you'll need, other than the assembly. So first step is break loose these body mount bolts. And it is said, if you go forward, tighten it down a little bit.
You can.
Is there a bigger thing?
You can just try turning them out. We're gonna need a bigger thing.
We're gonna need a bigger thing. That ain't moving.
Get them warm.
Don't worry, everybody. All right, let's try again. Yo!
Already moving it?
That is too tight. It does not need to be that tight. Yo! Here, try now. Yeah, now you're screwed. With a long socket, maybe?
That one's not ready.
On it instead of that. All right, I feel like that's gonna come out.
Oh, I don't know.
Always that one.
There we go.
Yeesh, done.
Right. So if your body mount bolts are about as cooperative as these are, you may want to apply just a touch of heat.
Once you have this center large body mount bolt out, you can also go ahead and remove the smaller nut forward and aft of the body mount. We're going to be tying into those as well.
Oh, we don't have any axle stands, do we? Because we're going to pull that sway bar and, well, it should be fine, right?
It's not really going to unload on you.
It shouldn't do anything.
For the next part, make sure your axle is level or your parked level, and go ahead and remove the 4 bolts that hold your sway bar in.
Yeah, let's just make sure that these guys are loose. Cool.
Earthing's loose.
Cool.
Here.
Just into place.
All right. Oh, we got to get around the tips now.
Yeah, no.
Take one off anyways.
Oh, even loosening both of them would.
Well, they're loose. Looser, we could be loose.
Thread.
Yeah. What is happening here?
With the Milwaukee?
No, it's the wrong stupid size.
Blame Brian for stealing your tools again.
Well, he's mixing them all up. I knew right where they were.
That might be enough to...
Money. Where are you going? You're way too far.
No, I'm lined up.
No, this is the one we're doing first. I'll deal with that later. I'm there.
I'll just hold this and wait for you to have that in.
Where's your bolt?
Right there.
If you can reach those nuts for those mounts.
I can. It's already done. Never mind.
Here.
Get a little close up with that. All right, so what Tyler's doing is putting on the sway bar bracket tie-in, and that same thing on both sides. Essentially sandwiches between your sway bar mount and sway bar. You've got a 392 or 392 XR. You're going to have a little bit of a height adjustment right here. They did that to get the sway bar a little bit closer to the axle because the axle is further down. You've got a different lift height than most of your other Rubicons by just a little bit. But this does have a good amount of slotting in it, so it should mount up for you no problem. Up there?
Yeah.
There.
Okay, now we can swing up the sway bar then.
I think we might just want to put a nut or two up on the body mount.
There's one. Okay. Square bolts, you got your 2?
Yes.
Okay. We'll get in here. Hold on, pull it down a little bit. There we go.
Oh, you mean they're like friends?
Now I'm lined up. Oh, I can see now that you're not. Should have brought the other light over here. Got a little ways to go up.
There we go. All right, I'm tightening everything down, Dan. You ready? 15, 16, 17 is what you need to do this. And a 9/16 to tighten down everything else. Who knows?
Oh, these still need
No, I know it.
just a little bit. All right. So if you're installing the skids on 392, that's about it. This is everything that you need. You've got your rear exhaust protection, your mid exhaust protection, fuel tank, engine, exhaust crossover. Go through everything. Make sure it's tight, and always for good measure, after the first 500 miles, check, make sure everything is still where you left it. Tighten it back up. But other than that, this thing is ready to hit the trail, and
This
you no
is
longer
my
have to
dream.
worry about hitting your transmission pan. So that's a wrap on the install. Tyler and I are actually not done with this Jeep, but the only thing that we're gonna do today is put some square headlights in this.
Yeah.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and stay tuned for the next video if you want to see more on how to install a full 7000 series belly skid.
I don't think Brian wants that either.
He said it. He said it.
And you can tell me to edit this out later, but
Yeah.
really make it into.
Yeah. No.
Flashlight in your teeth. Oh, see, here's my rule of thumb. At the end of the day, when I start banging my head a lot, that's when it's time to quit.
Yep.
How do you think I feel?
Tall.
You didn't get any of them?
Oh no.
Shit, man. What are you doing?
Hitting my head on the pumpkin.
Yeah, that hurts.
On the pig?
On the pig.
So if it didn't hurt my pumpkin, so...
Oh, son of a-
Right there. It's too tall for me.
hold that end. I'll turn. Screw them tips. Out of my house.
You've got some folks that want to turn the 392 into a buggy, and you've got some that want a factory warranty.
All right, rear exhaust, beer and burgers, starving, thirsty. You don't want to see me when I'm hangry. Because I've got my stock Willys 2-door on the factory axles. We took it to Windrock in Tennessee. The only reason that thing went anywhere on those trails that I should not have been on, because the belly skids. I'm like, I know everything on the bottom's covered. Anything?
Whether you say anything or not, your mic's plugged in, so you're
Can't see me, but you can hear me.
great. That's
Oh, you know what we should have done first?
what's that?
Loosen those body bolts before the tips were on. Oh God, jeez. Here, try now.